You know what's truly ironic about this whole situation? I'm the one standing in front of you guys to deliver a speech about perspective and bravery, and I may or may not be shaking right now. There are so many individuals in this room, and we're all so different in our own ways, but despite our uniqueness, we all have one thing in common, and that is the fear of failure. The reason we hate failing so much is because of the negative connotation that comes along with it. Everybody here has had a moment in their lives where when we got home and went straight to our rooms, the second that we shut that door, we felt as though our whole world was collapsing on us. Low self-esteem, shame, disappointment, the feeling of not being good enough are all emotions that will do anything to never feel again. So how do we avoid failure? We procrastinate, we make excuses, and we stay within our comfort zone. Sure, your comfort zone may make you feel safe, but what else does it truly do for you? By staying in your comfort zone, you're remaining as a small seed that's stuck inside of the dirt. But if you put enough effort to step outside of it, you could grow into this big, enchanting plant with beauty and vibrance. Now, I see the potential in every single one of you. I know who you could be. The question is, do you? Good. I'm here today to change your perspective on failure so that you can meet your full potential. I'm here today so that you could embrace it instead of dread it. I hate to break it to you, but you will never feel ready to step outside of your comfort zone and to face what scares you most in life. You're just gonna have to do it. How, may you ask? By being brave. By being confident. And you know what really fascinates me about confidence? Nobody knows when it's real or not. Do you realize how much power this gives you? The bravest thing one can do is let their failure teach them. Do you know what you had to go through to grow, to learn, to be better? Of course you do. Because the second you get up from one fall, the universe just sends you another curveball and down you go again. You're back to feeling like a failure. This is when you start to long for your high points in life, when you were happy, when you finally made it up to being successful. Well, I have a secret to share with you. It took me such a long time to realize that I have to appreciate my low points in life just as much as I appreciate my high ones. In those moments when you were in your room and you were absolutely broken and shattered are the moments that are most valuable to you. In those moments, you were getting to know yourself and you were building up enough resilience so that you could face any kind of curveball that this universe sends you. And I promise you that as long as you're alive and breathing, those curveballs will never stop coming. And you know what? When you think about it, that's okay. It's fair. Because at the end of the day, you don't get what you truly want. You get what you truly work for. So when have you really, and I mean genuinely, experienced the wonders of life? When you were at your highest point in your life, remaining the same version of yourself, or when you were at your lowest, fighting, rebuilding, and creating a name out of yourself? You tell me. So, what am I trying to convey to you guys? You will fail in your life. Acknowledge it, process it, accept it. The moment you fall in love with failure is that when you do fail, you realize there's two paths you could take. You either stay down in the dirt as a small little seed, or you could be brave enough to grow into something so much more. You could either let your failure define you, or you could be brave enough to let it teach you. So what does it mean to be brave? Being brave is not letting your fear or your anxiety stop you from meeting what is meant for you. Bravery isn't the absence of fear. It's knowing you're scared and trying anyway. Bravery is getting out of your warm bed every single morning and facing the outside world because God knows how scary life could be sometimes. Bravery is me, standing in front of you all today, speaking my mind, no matter how nervous I am. Bravery.